Today we are going to discuss about global send keys option. Global send keys option. So what it means by the global send keys, why we have to go for this. If you want to use any of your keypad shortcuts like enter, escape, or any function keys, or any number pad, up arrow, down arrow, and side, whatever it may be, any of your keypad shortcuts if you want to use, then we have to go for global send keys. For example, in Notepad, what we have done, when you are working with a Notepad application, so we launch Notepad. After that, we've written something, right? Then our requirement is, in second line, I have to written something after the first line. After the second line, I need to written something in the third line. Then how to do this? Must and should we have to use enter button in your keypad, right? Otherwise, it's not possible. And at the same time, if I want to use file and then save, instead of that, instead of two things, we can use shortcut Control S. If you use Control S, automatically it will open the save option. It will give you the save option, right? So if you want to use any of your shortcuts, keypad activities, then we have to go for global send keys here. And remember, when you are working with a global send keys option, always it will use, we are going to use main element. We are going to use main element, and we are going to use navigate shape. Where your application is highlighting, there your global send keys option is going to work. Remember, where your application is highlighting, there your global send keys option is going to work. What it means by that exactly? Where application is highlighting, or we can say that where the application is enabled. It means, for example, in Notepad, if you open a Notepad immediately, where the application is enabling here, where the mouse is here, right? Once you typed it, after that, I want to use Control S. When you use Control S, where the application is enabling here, see this one, text, right? Once you enter text, next where the application is enabling, see this save button, right? So where your application is enabling or highlighting, there your global send keys option is going to work. Okay. Previously, when you work with a Notepad, what all the things we have done? If you want to use, we have launched. Yep. After that, we've written something. If you want to write something here, so we have used some value we have given. After that, if you want to write something, here we have written something. We have spied it, and then we used write option, right? We created element, we created action for that element action, right? These things we have done. But when you are working with a global send keys, no need to do all these things. No need to implement all these things directly. So we can work with this. Now we'll see so how to work with a global send keys option. Before going to global send keys option, we have two things here. One is global send keys, global send keys. Another one is global send key events, global send key events. In interviews also they are going to ask what is the difference between global send keys and global send key events. Send key and send key events. The main difference here is global send key and global send keys. Before going to this, you need to understand. So what is thick client application and thin client applications? Thick client applications, and another one is thin client applications. Thin client application. What it means by that? Thick client application and thin client application. Okay. For example, assume that You are work everything when you are working with a Blue Prism. The Blue Prism is installed in your machine, and you are working with your machine. Everything. For example, if you want to automate or whatever it may be, it has been installed in your machine. You are working. Another option is Blue Prism is not installed in your machine, or any software is not installed in your machine in your organization. We need to connect through remote to access all the softwares from the client side. It means you are going to connect from your system to your client machine, and then you are going to do all the activities in that client machine. You are not doing anything in your machine. Then that is remote access, or we will call it as a VPN. We will call it as a Citrix connection, right? These things we will call it as a thin client applications. Thin client applications, remember, when you are connecting with remote access for the client. So thick client application is local, your local machine. Kindly remember. Thick access. So remember this based on the access wise. Thick. So broad access. Everyone can able to access. So you will have access. You can do everything. But thin. So you can't able to do everything whatever you want. It's a restriction. Everything there will be a restriction. You need to connect to remote, and then so only the things what so they have given the permissions. Only those things you can able to perform, right? Thin. So very limited access, right? Remote access. Remember, if you are working with thin client application, so you have to use global key events. Global key events. If you are working with local machine, you have to use global send keys. Send keys. Okay, that's the difference between global send keys and global send key events. Okay, now so only the so remaining everything will be the same. The how it is going to work, the option, everything will be going to same. Okay. So now, so what we are going to do is we will see so how to work with this global send keys option. Go to Blue Prism. Let me close this. Now we need to work with global sentries. What we have to do, we have to create an object, right? We need to work with business object. Right click, create a business object, global sentry option. Okay. Okay. Now, and one more thing, when you are working with global sentries option, it depends on your application behavior. Sometimes if you observe, when you are filling your credit card details for any payment, once you given the first four numbers, automatically it will jump to the next window, right? It means that one is highlighting automatically. So once you next, when you fill that four numbers, again it will jump to the another window for enter the remaining four numbers, right? So then this option will work. Sometimes when you are typing something, it will not go immediately. Then what we have to use? We have to use your tab. All your keypad, we have a shortcuts. So here, any single keys we have to use like this within double quotes and within flower base, within cap. It should be in caps. You have to write like this. Then only it will work. This document has been released by Blue Prism. I will show you. So if you want to use any combination like this, no need of flower base. Cap symbol is for control here. S is normal S, control S. We have to any combination. This is for combination. Combination keys. Above one is for any if you want to use any single keys. Any single keys we will do this. Any combination we will do this below. I will show you the document for global sync keys. Just a minute. Observe this document. So this is the blue prism. So has been released. So for global sun keys document, if you observe here, for each and every key we have a shortcut. So this Alt, Control, Shift, and then same way also backspace, cap, down, end, enter, escape, everything, each and everything we are going to single key, any single key we have to give it in a flower basis within function keys also same thing, same way symbols, same way. See this number pad, numpad, so 0 to 9, numpad 1 0, numpad 2 9, so we can able to use this. And any combination, if you observe the example here last, see this, any combination, no need of flower bases. If you are going to use any single case, you need a flower base. Now we will use this and then we will see so how to work with this. I will send this document to you, so just you can keep it for reference and then you can use whenever. Now come to this, we need to work with notepad. So come to application modular, we need to create application, create application. This is a Windows based application and executable file, browse, it should be from, so C program files, sorry, Windows, notepad, this is the executable file, select this, next, and everything will be next. Created a main element, always global send keys when we are working with, always we are going to use main element, always we are going to use navigate. Okay, let it be. So we need to launch first. Yes, it has been launched. Now come to this here, and then everything we will create in one action only. If you want, you can create separately. So for reusable purpose, here I will show you. So we'll create within one action. We will see how to work with this. Navigate, first is navigate, we need to launch, right? So we need to use navigate, double click, main element, drag and drop, and then action will be global sun keys. And so this we have both the things, global sun keys, global sun key events. Before doing that, first we need to launch that application. So launch application, yes. Once it is launched, here we will give the name as launch. Once the application is launched, then what we have to do, we need to write something. Again use navigate. Previously what we have done, we spied that window, we created element and then we used it as a action, as a write, we used a write. But here we are using navigate and we are using main element and we are using global sun keys, and here observe this text, we are giving some information. This information is from global sun key option, global sun, or this data is from global sun key option. I have given something, and then now observe this, reset, and I will close this application, run. What happened? It has written something, right? It has written something. Same way, so after the return, so I need to write it in a second line. Then what we have to do? We have to enter, right? Here, this is for first line. First line. After that, we need to enter in second line. Again, use navigate. If I want to use, if I want to write in second line, what we need to do? We need to enter, right? We need to use enter. Double click, global sun keys. Come to the global sun key option, and here I have to use like this, enter. Sorry, it should be in caps. Enter. Okay. Now it is going to enter. and then after that it will come to the second line. Now observe this. Now where is your mouse? See this second line. It is in second line now. After that we need to write in a second line. Then we can go for that. So let me close this. Okay. Again, what you need to do? Again we need to use a. This is for enter. This is for enter. After that again we need to use another one. But when you are working with global send keys option, your application has to support. Then only you can able to work with this. Otherwise, so you can't able to. Okay, in the second line we need to write something. Second line information. Second line information from global send keys. Click OK. Now again give the link. Double click. This is for second line. Click OK. Now again reset, run. It's entered and it entered the information in the second line. After that what we need to do? We need to save this. Previously if you want to save, so we clicked on a file, we spied it, and then we created an action. After that we click on a save. Instead of that, all these things we can just directly use Control S. Control S, right? You will see that. So again, let me close this. Come to navigate again. Navigate. Yes. Global send keys. What we need to do? We need to Control S. Global send keys. This is combination, right? Control means cap, and then yes, Control S. So just it will take as a Control S. This one is for save. Click OK. Now we'll see that it has to give Control S directly. It is set and then run. It has to open the path window. Observe this. Yes, it worked. After that, where the application is highlighted here, where the application is enabled here, see this file name. It's picking that option file name. So we have to use file name. We can able to give the path on the file name. So if you want to, what we need to do, we need to write something there, right? Again use navigate, give the link, double click, global send keys, global send keys, and then you need to give the path here. So where you need to save that file. Let me take this, copy and save path. From here, probably I will change the name as GSK global send key option.txt. Click OK. It's done, right? So after that, so give the link. Okay. After that, what you will get if you click on. Okay, let me run this so that we'll see that. Run that. See this. After that, we need to click on enter. See this, it's highlighted, this one. Save is highlighting, you can see that it's enabling, right? So if you use enter, automatically it will save. No need to spy any again here. Like you can use enter option. We will see that how to do that directly. Instead of that, we can use enter to save. Now we can use again, use your navigate, give the link here, enter. Always we are using main element, always we are using navigate for global send keys option. Here we need to perform enter, click OK. From enter to end. Enter, enter. Right. So now each and everything. So we have that. So here second line, and then here after the save. So we are giving a path here. Path. Okay. So now observe this previous one and then now. Previously, so what we have done to implement the same thing, we spied each and everything. We have created elements and we created actions. But now here it's very easy. No need to do all those drama. So just we can use global send keys and we can able to perform the task what you can able to do in that particular thing. So that's why when you are automating any application, you need to go through that application. Then only we can able to understand where we can able to spy, where we have to spy the things, where we have to use global send keys option and all those things. Okay. So if the application is supporting the global send keys option directly, you can able to use this global send keys option. Okay. Now let me run this. You will see that. Sorry. Observe this. It's implemented everything. Right? It's saved. After that, what we need to do, we need to terminate. Right? So go to this. It's created. Global send keys has been created. See this is the document. So if you want to terminate, you can able to terminate this. Just close it manually. Observe. So we have a document has been created. So like this, we can able to use global send keys. If any application, so it is supporting global send keys option directly, we can enter the data directly. We can use this global send keys option, but it has to highlight there. Then only you can use global send keys. Anything. So for example, if you are creating a Facebook application, when you are automating Facebook creation, so you can check first name will be there. After that, use a tab. Second name will come. After that, use a tab. Sometimes if you use another tab again, it will go to some other place. It will not work, right? Then again you need to spy another thing. After that, so you have to use the different things, right? So first you need to go through that application, how the application is behaving. Then only we can able to understand. So which one we can able to use. This is the option for global send keys. Any of your keypad activities we can able to perform with your global send keys option. Okay, is it clear? So how to work with a global send keys? Okay. One more thing here. One more thing we'll discuss. How to work with drop down list. How to work with drop down list. Drop down. For example, in any application when you are working with, we have a drop down option. From the drop down we need to select. In previous example, when we are working with currency converter, we have a type option there. So we have typed it. Sometimes we will not have type option. Must and should we have to select from a drop down. Then how to do with a drop down list. So let me show you one thing here. For example, go to Google. Okay, click on this and okay. What is the option you have here? See this? To selecting the languages for each and every country, right? Different country languages, different so languages here, right? For example, if I select this one, so this the complete page will come into that particular language. So it has to translate. Yeah, it will translate, right? So now again, if I use another option, also that English, it will come to English now. See this? And then if I use any other language, Hindi, it will be displaying a Hindi, right? So it is translating each and everything. From this drop down list we need to select, right? How to work with a drop down list? It's very simple thing. Okay, so in interviews also they will ask, so what is the option you are going to use for drop down list? Okay, so here we are going to use navigate shape. Remember, we are going to use navigate shape. and then you are going to use the option called select item. Select item. You are going to use the action called select item. In the select item, you will have an option like item number, and then or value, item value or item number. So you have to select what it means by that. Here, item number or item value means if you come to this drop down list, see this number means it is going to give the numbers from top to down one by one. So these for first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, seventh. So English is for 7. Item number is 7 for this. And then next 8, 9, 10. Xiaomi is 10. Filipino is 11. Like this, you have to give the item numbers. When you give the number, automatically it will pick that from the drop down list. I don't want to give the number. Then we have an option called text. Item text. So then you have to give the value Filipino. So you have to give exactly, type exactly Filipino. Then it will take exactly this specific thing. Okay, how you can able to see it here? The same way we have to work with that. Now we'll see item number, and then so this one is text. Item text. Okay, we'll see that. So what are the options we have when you're working with drop down list? And one more thing. Here, sometimes in interview they will ask, I don't want to select a specific thing. I want to get all the list of details from that particular drop down list into some other place. It means how many drop down list options we have, each and every option I need to select, and then I need to load it into another place. It means, for example, collection. For example, if you have 30 list in a drop down list, I need to pick each and everything. I need to give it to some other collection. Then we have an option called, we have to use read shape. We have an option called get all items. Get all items. These are the two options we have to use. Get all items. This is, so in interview purpose they will ask this question. So how to get, so list of all the list from the drop down list. So you have to use read, and then you can use get all item. But if you want to select any specific things from a drop down list, you have to go for navigate shape, and you have to use select item. In select item you will have options like item number or item text, value from text or value from item number. We'll see that how to work with this thing. If you want to work with the same thing again, so let me save this. We need to create object. Come to this, right click, create object, drop down option, next, finish, double click on that object. If you want to work with Google, so we need to create an application. This is browser based. Next, and then browser has to be launched from an executable file. Next, it has to be exe Internet Explorer and www. We need to give the URL google.com. Then next, remaining everything will be. Now it has been launched. First we need to launch that. Yes, it is launching now. After that, what we need to do, we need to click on feeling lucky here. Right, we need to click on feeling lucky. We need to click on feeling lucky. We need to spy. We will spy this element. Feeling lucky. Identify. HTML mode. This one. Control. Left click. We select. Uncheck parent URL. Remaining things where you don't have values, you need to uncheck. Okay. Now highlight. Okay. Highlight. It is working fine. Okay. Now after that, after clicking on a feeling lucky, after that what we need to do, we need to use the drop down list. From this list we need to pick anything. Again, create element for that. Add element. element name, let it be dd drop down, identify this one, control left click, again use this one parent URL, and check wherever you don't have values. Okay, now again to test highlight. Yeah, it has been highlighted. Okay, now click apply and then okay. Now close this one. Now come to actions. We will create a action. First is launch. We need to launch the Google. Double click to launch main element. Is our launch. Yes, it's launched. After that, we need to go for filling the key. Double click filling the key, and then here we need to use click center. After clicking on a center, again we need to go for, so it will go to the particular thing. Again you say navigate. We need to read from any specific thing. So again use drop down element, and then so from this series select item. What you can able to see, item position number, and then item text. Series item position number. For example, here I will give 11. If you want to give the text, you can give the text also. So the best simple way is you can give item position. It will pick only 11 from here. Okay. After that, so here we need to read the data.
Dinesh,
Yep.
is it possible to provide both value and text at the same time?
But both should be the same.
And
Both should be same. We can
okay,
provide, but both should be same. Then only it will allow. Otherwise, it will not allow. Okay. So now,
okay.
so we have to read the data from this list. We need to get. Double click. Read also. Read. Observe this. Get all items. We have an option called get all items. Where you are going to write, you are going to write it into collection. Let it be. Now we'll see that. So it is going to work. Start to navigate this one, read, after that end. So it has to pick some item, so number 11 from that list, and then it has to get all the values into this collection from the drop down list. So this is our requirement. Now just run this. Okay, observe this, which one it has taken here. See this, should know. So is this 11? We have given some 11, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Yeah, it's 11. And then come here, it has to be picked all the list from there. Double click. Yeah, see this, all the list from the drop down it has picked, and then it has given it to collection. Is it clear? So how to work with a drop down? So you have to use select, so item, so this option select item, and then so item number. So then automatically it will pick that based on the position, item position, and then item text. Okay, so you can give anything, anyone that is more than one, so no need to give the both the things. If you know the number, so you can give the number. So if you want to based on the text, if you want to pick, you can give the text, so then automatically it will pick this number. So any questions in this, plus any doubts in the globals and keys and then drop down list?
Dinesh, so
Yeah.
from the drop-down list, you have collected all the drop-down values, right?
Yes.
So, did you select any particular value from the drop-down item?
No,
Not sure whether I missed.
we have picked everything from the drop down
Okay.
into the
And if
collection.
suppose if I would like to select only some specific value
Hmm. Hmm. No.
by automating, so
Yeah, we don't have like that. If you want to specific value, if you want to select, we have an option called
okay,
select item, right? Select item or select number. We can go with that.
okay,
Okay, from the drop down.
fine, okay, okay, yeah.